Today I wanted to show you guys a first-hand look of how MarketClub works. I had a lot of new readers from Twitter and the site or wherever, and they see me talking about MarketClub, but they really don't know what it is. So for those people, and even for people that know what MarketClub is, I thought I'd give you an inside look of how it actually is. So this is the home page, and when you come through, you can check the Dow, Nasdaq, and all those regular ones. You can go over and check your portfolio, which is the stocks that you put in there to watch. You can create alerts, so if you can do it for when a certain triangle has new triangles been created, or when a stock hits a certain price point, and or you can do the smart scan. And with the smart scan, it's just like any other scan. But it's more emphasis on the technical analysis of it, and there are a lot of different types of filters you can select. You can also do actual, more specific filters like price point, daily volume, and all that stuff. And real quick, I just want to say for people that might be a little confused, Market Club is based primarily on a thing called the triangle trade, which is where basically the chart gives you a triangle, green triangle that stocks that go up, or red triangle the stocks that go down. What you do with it is your call. Obviously, you want to buy, you want to short it, whatever. So, one of my favorites to look at is Crossroads Down, because it looks at charts that have been on a downward trend, and our Mark Club thinks that trend is about to either consolidate out for a sideways movement, which is most likely going to happen, or which is good because you wanted to base out for a long-term run, so you want to see if those downward trends are done. So once you select them, it gives you a bunch of mini charts you can look at, and I like this because unlike many other stock charts, they just give you a list of stocks, and then you have to either click on the link to bring up the chart, or you have to go find the chart somewhere else, wherever. Have this one, you get a glimpse of what it's actually doing, and then you can also see if it's something you'd be interested. Like I don't like for instance Golden Start. I don't like stocks that are under $1, so I wouldn't want to waste my time with that. So I don't have to look at it. One that we'll look at right now, real quick, is one called Sinex, and for most traders, what you want to do is you want to start with the thing called the monthly triangle. So you go right here, you select monthly, get the monthly triangle. You can see they're already up here, the red, green. So the red means stock's going down, green means the stock's going up, and so forth. It's easy. But what you want to do, because with monthly you see we're from April '04 to December '08, and not many people like just hold on to stocks forever. I mean, if that's your choice, then why? I mean, you can use Market Club, but most people that are using Market Club want to profit quicker and not hold stocks for so long. So what you do is that you use the monthly triangles to find your time frames, and then you shrink it with the weekly triangles to find your entry points. So, for example, you saw right here on September 4th, the stock was at the stock was at $21, and it told you to sell, which hopefully if you had it, you did, because the stock went all the way down to $14, and now you see it just created last month a green triangle, meaning my club feels the stock is going to go up higher. And so what you want to do is you see the green triangle, but the green triangle doesn't mean you should just buy it right away. You want to see your entry points. The great thing about Market Club is that it lets you ride the waves. So with monthly, I'll give you a quick example. With monthly, if we just got this triangle, then at September 4th, we could have just sold and then came back in at 16 and still made a decent profit. But with Market Club, if we went into weekly, we would see the fluctuation of the stock going up and down, mainly coming all the way down. But you would be allowed to profit off those fluctuations within these couple of months the stock went down. So now we'll bring up the triangle, or the weekly triangles, and you can see right here, back over in September, when I told you to sell, the stock went down, and then there was a triangle, 12:30, it told you to buy. But if you remember that the monthly green triangle did come to February 2nd, so basically what it was telling you to do during this time was that they felt the downward trend was over. So not necessarily to buy, but that if you have a short position, you should probably take care of that position right now. And what you did, because the stock went back up, and now we're riding a little fluctuation. So we saw that the green triangle was at February 2nd, and the stock, it was at $16, I think. And it said right now that we have a red triangle. So it feels the stock is going down in the short term, but in the long term, Market Club still feels, if we go back to the monthly triangles, Market Club still feels that that stock is going up. So that kind of gives you a good idea of how to use these things. I mean, I could go over and over, and we'll see a quick example of some of the other stocks, big names that have gone through in the past. So let's look at those real quick. First is Amazon, which is one I'm really high on right now. But you can see it through the monthly triangles. Um, Back in '07, we had a green triangle to buy at 28. The stock went all the way up to 76 before you got a red triangle. And obviously you had your little weekly triangles in there. Same, and you go on and on and on. And right now we have a green triangle back in February at 59. I actually recommended it back then. And maybe not that long ago. Maybe it was like when it was at like 58. And now, or I mean 62 or so. And now the stock is at 69. So, hey, it's good looking. You take the weekly triangle to get your entry and exit points. One more we have is ENR, Energy Conversions, which is the one I was highly on. And especially last year, which I won my great run. And back in April, backing up in April '08, we had buy at 24, and that stock went all the way up to 60, and so you got your red triangle, and now it came all the way back down to 17, and you again use your weekly triangles to get your entry and exit if you want. And I mean, so you see how powerful of a tool Market Club can be if you use it correctly. Obviously, you can't just come in here and triangle buy and then triangle. You have to do research still, but it takes a lot of the work out for you. And once you get the hang of it, then you can start using alerts to alert you when a certain stock has hit a triangle level. I mean, they don't just have red and green. You also have levels from 0 to 100. So it's their triangle score. You'll understand that more later on. But yeah, so there you go. There's Market Club for you. They're working on the new charts, I said, so that should be coming out soon. You can see the preview. I'll link it to this in this post. So if you have any more questions about Market Club, feel free to let me know, and I'll try to answer them. Alright, thanks.